Salute. Man, we got a big one today. We talking about some M's. Big money, big money. Salute. I'm Sincere. And today we're going to talk about our boy, Jaylen Brown. Man, epic times. We are in epic times. I mean, can you imagine as a young man having the vision of wanting to be in the NBA? And for one glimpse, one glimmer of time, you are regarded as having the highest contract payout over a 5 year span. Jaylen Brown has inked a contract for $303 million. I mean, $303.7 million. That's big, man. That's big. So salute to him. Salute to all the work that he's done with the Boston Celtics. He started out on the team in 2016 after 1 year of being in college, playing college ball. And man, what a time! What a time! So I think that it's really unique that we take out some time to really acknowledge that, and I think that it's really big. So I, I wanna say that the criticism that I've heard has been everything from he just happened to be in a sweet spot. So he was eligible for a supermax contract, and they had just recently increased the salary cap. Now, I'm not going to sit up here and lie and act as if I know a lot about this young man, but I will say that from what I'm hearing about his vision for what he wants to do going into the future with his contract payout, I think it's commendable. One of the things that he wants to do is he wants to bring Black Wall Street to Boston. Boston has some pretty significant pay or income disparities, and so he wants to participate in uplifting the community. So I think that this is really, really good because those are the things that I believe I spoke on the most. The salary, but not the things that he's really doing behind the scenes. So salute to him for being paid out that $304 million, man. Give it up for your boy. Give it up, man. I love it. I love it. I think it's really big, right? So we're gonna have a quick conversation. We're not gonna be long. We just want to talk about this young man, and I want to say that he's doing some pretty impressive things, man. And what can we learn? So our last conversation discussed some of the ownership conversations and how that stuff works. As we watched how the Charlotte Hornets did their transaction, the $3 billion with Michael Jordan and J. Cole, Eric Church, and a bunch of other big money fish that participated in the purchase of that team, or at least the majority stake, the 51%, right? Ooh, hold on. Man, we struggle streaming. Look at that. We had struggle streaming. We had a default. Man, listen, it is rough out here. But salute to that, right? So let's go ahead and get to our conversation. Let's see. I want to make sure you guys can hear me. I hope you guys can hear me. All right. If you can hear me, give me a 1 in the chat. Give me 1 in the chat. All right. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and discuss what's going down with this man, right? So here we go. Oops. There we go. My bad. Here we go. Nope, not going to happen. Give me a sec. Here we go. Bam. Here we go. We got this. We're going to figure this out. Check it out. So look, here it is right here. This man is going to be paid big money. So for the next season, this up and coming season right here, he's going to be paid $31 million. And then 2024, 52, 56, 60, 64, 68. I think that's big. I think that's really big. I mean, that's big money, right? For that to be something that you get as a guaranteed salary, that's big. Absent of any endorsements or any deals that he does outside of that, What I really liked about his story was that, one, not just the $304 million. That's good. What I really liked was that he's doing work outside of being on the team. So this is what I see right here. So this is the organization that he owns right here, and in his organization, this is what he's doing, right? He says a history of systemic racism has led to inequities in education and lack of access to healthy foods, stigmas around treating mental health, wellness, and other over criminalization, right? Persecution and incarceration of black and brown people. The Juice Foundation founder Jaylen Brown is committed to using his knowledge, network, resources, and platform to partner with others to interrupt the detrimental consequences of human apathy and work towards an equitable society and sustainable planet. Salute to that, right? So those are big things, right? I salute anybody who's trying to do stuff like that, right? So it's big, all right? And one of the things that I was most impressed with right here is that he he has founded upon himself to participate in he's founded upon himself to participate in reaching back to the youth, right? And what's significant about that? The significant part about the youth is that, you know, the youth create, they're the real engines for a local community. Now, when you have an opportunity for young men and women to become something, they actually have a fighting chance to be able to participate in the community, right? So when someone is upwardly mobile, they are able to pay for the houses, they're able to live and enjoy the community in ways that people who are not in position are not able to do, right? So this is what I saw right here that I thought was really impressive right here. So this was as of last year, September 22nd, 2022. This is what happened. It was stated that he partnered with the Museum of Fine Arts in Boston in order for them to do programs that give teens an opportunity to participate in activities that they wouldn't otherwise be involved with, right? So that's what's really unique. Now, I'll have this information, I'll post it in the description because I think this is really important right here. Like, one of the things that was really unique to me that I saw in the interviews was that he specifically stated that he wants to make sure that his monies are going towards investing into bringing Black Wall Street into Boston. One of the things that did not happen is they didn't really delve into that beyond what he was just saying, right? So what they would say was like, okay, we understand that, but we really want you to speak about what are you going to do with your money? What are you going to buy? What is it that you want to buy? And I saw one of the interviews, the interviewer had to essentially pull it out of him, something that was frivolous, maybe something that doesn't really have anything to do with the community, that has more so to do with like an opulent life, an opulent lifestyle. And he said maybe a car, you know, maybe he'll buy himself a car. Like, this is a young man who's really focused on reaching back and giving back to the younger community. So I salute to that, right? And what else can we say, right? So he's done that. He's had different partnerships that also allowed him to reach back to the young children. He has a STEM program that he's doing with MIT, where these young children from impoverished communities or from communities that are maybe in tough financial situations, they have an opportunity to be instructed by MIT professors. They have an opportunity to be around some intelligent people who can open up their minds about the things that they can do with technology or with education overall. So prioritizing education is very important. So I salute someone who's seeing value in investing into the future generation. So we definitely have to commend that. So I mean, Outside of that, I think that it's really important to understand that this is a young man who's on an upward trajectory, and with his Juice Foundation, I think there's a lot of great things to come. And to hear that he's not prioritizing the things that he's going to buy with his money, I think that's just really big. And what do you guys think? I'll be interested to hear what you all have to say. I think that it's worth saying, where does this money come from, right? For me, it bears mentioning, how do these teams actually afford to pay someone $50 million, $60 million? So now, as of 2022, this is what's happened right here, right? So this team's right here, they had a revenue in 2022 of $361 million. So at that rate, they can afford to pay someone $30 million, $50 million, $360 million. And from what I'm understanding, as the salaries increase, the revenue for the team also has to increase in order for that to be justified. So I think that there are more players that are coming down the pipeline that are going to be paid the 351, excuse me, the $300 million and more, But right now, as it stands at this specific moment, he's the highest paid player. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that it's a big deal for him to be paid $300 million, or do you guys think that it's not that big of a deal given how much these teams are making? And what can we say? Is there anything bad that we can say? From what I'm understanding, people are not really interested in his off-court performances. They're more interested in what he's doing on court, and they don't really care to hear what he's doing off court beyond what's benefiting the team. And so that's what the general fan is going to say. But the people there in Boston, the people who are the beneficiaries, what are they going to say? Yeah, if this man is reaching back and giving us an opportunity to be upwardly mobile, why not? So I'd be interested to hear and see what you all have to say and what you think. This man is recently coming from being affiliated with our boy Kanye West. So he was signed to Kanye West's sports agency as of June of last year, but as of October of last year, that has since been severed as a result of the whole Kanye West debacle scandal that happened last year. And so he has since moved on to new agency, or to a new agency, or representation from a rep standpoint, from an agent standpoint. And that's what's happened. And I think it's really big. And I don't know, man, what would you guys do? What would you do if you had an opportunity to be paid these salaries, man? Like, can you imagine being paid $30 million? Now, the one thing that I think is kind of troublesome is that this is a W-2 employee, right? So he's not a 1099 employee. He's a W-2 employee. So at a W-2 employee being paid $30 million, $52 million, $56 million, $60 million, $64 million, $68 million. That's big money. And the race that you find yourself in is you're trying to figure out ways for you to pay less taxes, as in, having write-offs, having charitable contributions, having opportunities for you to offset those taxes. As it stands, we could almost say that Uncle Sam is getting $15 million, $26 million, $28 million, $30 million, $32 million, $34 million. We could almost say that. As it stands, but given that he's a W-2 employee. So, I don't know, man. It is definitely interesting. It's interesting. And at that rate, a W-2 employee that's paid that much, you're doing nothing but scrambling and looking for opportunities for you to offset those monies. But I think that's big, man. So salute to him. I think that's big. How much better can it get for the young man? This man, I think he's 26 years old. Man, if I was 26 and I was making that kind of money, man, talk about humble pie. She had to fight to get him to say he was buying a car, but who cares about a car really when you having an opportunity to really reach back and do amazing things with the youngsters. I am definitely one to say that there's probably a lot more enjoyment that you get from being involved with the youngsters, far more than a car can really give you. So I salute him. I salute his work and what he's interested in doing. And I think that there's only you can only go up from here. What do you all think? I'll be interested to see what you all think and say in the comments. And this should be a point of celebration, in my opinion. But some people are hating and saying, "Oh, maybe if other people were up for contract renegotiation, they'd have probably a better contract." You know, Jason Tatum is on the team as well, so he's supposed to have a higher potential contract. Then we have Luca. Luca is also up for renegotiation with his team, and so he's supposed to have a bigger contract. So the contracts are only going to be bigger. And as I said in the last video, who is going to be feeding all of this? The fans. The fans, and my analogy last time was the facility is the vehicle, the players are the engine, and the people are the fuel. If you guys agree with that notion, you know, I'd be interested to hear what you think. If you disagree with that notion, I'd be interested to hear what you think. Beyond that, man, you can only go up from here. So, without further ado, you know, I want to take out the time to say I appreciate you all, and you know, consider subscribing, and we can only go up from here, right? All right. Outside of that, peace.